anything I've done wrong, if there's anything Maxfront I've done wrong, if there's anything anybody have done wrong, you can let us know. Trainings have not really been. You are not encouraged. I'm also not encouraged. I'm not encouraged too. But if we continue like that, um, it will not really help us. So we also check what is wrong and we strategize. When I told my colleague to call for the meeting, I said it's going to be a strategic meeting. And okay, as the second one, we are going to strategize. So one, I don't know. Is there anything? Okay, the third thing is that there's a checklist I'm coming up with that will involve the program you enroll for, because classes have not been consistent. Classes have not been in order because all of it did not start on the same day. So once I come up with a checklist, you only tick the ones you are competent with. You are okay. Those are my opinion, what I have. So I don't know. Is there anything wrong? Is there anything like you, anything comfortable with? I should begin with my own so that will spur you people up to talk. Yeah. Eh? Eh? Maybe what? So that will spur you to talk. This meeting was supposed to be attended by everybody, all of the trainees. And one thing I keep saying to us, whenever you want to learn anything, try as much as you can to discipline yourself first. And secondly, to submit yourself, humble yourself. Because if you don't, you will end up being the one losing at the end. Even though it will also affect us, because if we train you when we go out and discuss with someone, I was at Maxfront by their fruits, by the so it's also our responsibility. But on the other side, it is very, very important that you submit yourself first of all to me. As a person, I will not say that I'm really happy. First of all, on our attitude. Sometimes I know all of us we have the same body size. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure that some of you are older than me here. Yes, because I have your data, and but that doesn't mean whatever we are today by privilege. I was not privileged to be taught by. I think a small boy have taught me before how to set up post messenger on your web your web platform. But that class will not last up to 1 hour. But it was a small boy that taught me. Then a small boy have also taught me. There was a time I did development and I had an issue. I checked and checked and checked. The solution I got, even though it was on YouTube, was done by a small boy of 18 years then. So you have to humble yourself to learn. That's the first thing. And two, there's no teacher. I've spoken with some of you, and I like saying that if there are people you shouldn't joke with in life, the first person is your pastor. Secondly, your parents. Thirdly, your teachers at any level. They are very, very important because they contribute a lot to help you. I've had series of experience, and I don't want it to repeat itself. Some of you that were here, you saw Agatha. I labored. I tried my best to make sure that Agatha, the 4 months she had to stay, they know she left better. But at the end, it was as if there's anything I've done to Agatha. Maybe if she was a bit more, they would have said I've toast her or something. Because like she became a thorn in the flesh. I cannot take back what I've already given to her. Besides, I was paid for it, even though there's no amount that is enough for whatever anybody does. But the truth is, it wasn't. I also have a teacher, and I respect my teacher. I call him my mentor so much, even though he has not taught me for like 2 straight hours. He used to show me if I have any difficulty, I just will show me, and he will show me. But I respect him so much because if I hate him, I will not progress in PhD. He's teaching me PhD. He taught me PhD then. So what I'm saying is that our relationship, it will make me feel uncomfortable. Many of us, when we live here, we are big boys. I know. You live here, like I used to tell people, I have been privileged to teach people. When I was at IBBIL, there was a student I had. When she comes, security men, armed men, will be waiting for her. They open the door for her to step out. She will step out and ask me, please, sir, when am I going? I will tell her 1 o'clock. And she will now call them. My instructor said I'm leaving by 1. When it's 1, I said, you are not done. You will not go. You will go by 2. And they will still wait. And immediately she steps down, they open the door for her, she enters down. So why I'm saying that, I've taught a director in a civil service before. I've been privileged to work for a firm sake. I'm just mentioning these people. Now, one day I've seen this woman here, at least if this woman that comes here, last Sunday, I think the governor worshipped in their church. The husband is a pastor. At least she's connected to big people. The boss of Unity here, the wife. Now I'm bringing it, but one thing I've noticed with them, I've taught someone that is a PhD holder. One thing I've noticed is that if I tell them do this, they do it. Not that I'm commanding them. Sometimes, it's hard to teach big people. But I derive joy in that. The mother turned off your look, I taught her. And she said, my son, I want to learn everything. I want to write. But mommy, we are not moving until when you finish this. And there was no quarrel. Secondly, there was nothing like gang up. The truth is, I said I will mention this when I come to class. The truth is that as a person, there's no amount of pressure that can make me change my area of my niche. Everybody, you are advised to have a niche. Your area of concentration. I cannot be jack of all trades. I have tried to, but I have realized that it's not helping me. So I just concentrate on my own area, which I know is generating. If some of you went for, Israel, you went for election, IB went for election, who again, Sika went for, you made money. When you went, you also gave me time and made my own money. So what I'm saying is that I get what I need from my field. Because whatever you are learning, one is to add value, secondly is to make profits. So if I know that if I learn one and settle down, that will give me the money I need and everything, I rather choose to, instead of learning everything and not making any money. That's why I settle down. Settling down doesn't mean I'm a novice in most of the field when it comes to ICT. So why I'm saying that is that if you are demanding more than what I can offer, personally as a person, my recommendation would be get back to management. Oh, maybe this is what I applied for. They will make arrangements for you. They will bring someone. That is not the deficiency at all on my side. So they will bring someone if actually what you applied for, paid for, is not what I am offering or what I'm delivering. They will bring someone they may bring or sort it out. If they don't, collect them their money. Finish. Collect money. I'm just trying to be straight. But I will not come and take up what I feel like I'm not handling. Then so please, if there are difficulties, it's best for you to first of all sort it out with your instructor. How can we handle this thing? I should be all of you should be my best friend. Don't form cabal. If you form cabal, all of you, different background, different places, you are going towards different destinations. So when you come and form cabal and want to form down, to me, the highest that can happen is for me to leave this place. And if I leave, before I can leave, I had something. Why do I still have something I'm doing? So if you have issues, tell me this is the difficulty you are having. And that's why I've decided to take myself and sit down so that if we can sit down and talk one-on-one. If there is anything going on within this small room they call academy, and I hear it from someone else, my colleague, or I hear it from your colleague, you are making yourself an enemy to me. And if you hate your instructor, you hate the remember those days we are not been liking mathematics. And up to today, some of us cannot solve maths because we didn't like the instructor. So if there's any issue, try and communicate with me. My desire is that you become better than me in the aspects that you came here for. And God knows that I'm not keeping anything back from any of you people. And before I will allow you people to talk, another thing is election is over. Fine. I noticed that during the election, some of you have decided to you come when you feel like, go when you feel like. I wanted to complain. I realized that you were trying to get some cash, which is important. Like that, they will ask me. I said my students intentionally took a break so that they will resume on Monday. Yesterday, my GM asked me, have they not resumed? One thing I want to say on that is that the period you said you are in, your program is going to expire. That is when it will expire. Whether I teach, whether you come or you don't come, that's the truth. And so, when you people left, I could not come and drag, cannot because there is nobody that is a kid here. All of us are mature. All of us, all of you, you have girlfriend. So there's nobody that is a kid here. So I cannot come and drag you, say you must come. Even if I drag you, you may end up fighting. And as him as I am, I may not be able to fight you back. So I had to allow you to go. But you look at it, if we come when we feel like and go when we feel like, except for people that officially we are away, will it really help us? It won't help us. It won't help us. And some days I will just wake up and that early morning I used to have good CO to teach. I will just wake up, open the lab, bam. This is where I used to come very early. I will not see it very again. Josiah will come and be watching movie or doing video. Moses will come by 1 o'clock. Copper, that one, I know what to say. So, but if we come like that, it's not going to help. So, election is over. And I want us, the reason for this meeting was, if there's any issue, we sort it out and we see how we can come up and make sure that you are gaining value. The reason why you came here. Another thing I want to say is that don't try to restrict your. I'm trying to make this place like an ecosystem, not just a computer school where you come. I came to learn web and I'm web. You make money, but you only be able to make little if you are only web programming, and things like that. So even that web gets some. There are some things that that's why most times I play along as I'm doing this. I think last week I wasn't last week before last I introduced WordPress to some of you. So some that were smart enough to learn, you can learn and make. I said it. 2/3 of the world's website is hosted on WordPress. 2/3. So if there are about 1 million websites, about 600,000 websites are hosted on WordPress. Check. Ibom A. I showed you yesterday. It's hosted on WordPress. At least that should be the latest development in Aquarium. But this is not what I just gave it out free. So go and see what it is. Some of you learned. Later on. Now I expect that those that didn't know, you can learn from their, because it's not part of your curriculum. It's not part of their curriculum. So what I'm saying is try to learn. There are other things. According to your own curriculum. Yeah, welcome. According to your own curriculum, there are a lot of things that are not supposed to be done. Building development, integrating maybe like payment environments, whether you are developing from scratch or you are using any platform, is not there in your curriculum. So try to learn outline. I'm the one to include the courses you are learning, all of the courses you are learning. You say you are doing well. Those courses, I was the one that listed it. I can add and I can remove. So whether you want to report me, they will say, why? They only ask me, why didn't you teach what you said you are going to teach? So Instead of saying, I came to this, or I came to this, not taught me this. Learn. There is so much for you to learn. Each time when I wake up, I realize that there is so much. And learn such that you will not leave this place without starting to make small money. If you learn for web and you are privileged to learn any other thing, learn. Because if actually I was to teach and I say let's do the classroom thing every Monday morning, every day according to time, they will come and teach HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. And believe me, if I teach that and just allow you to know, you still need some additional experiences and the rest before you can now begin to make money or impact from it. So I'm running up by saying that seize opportunities to learn whatever you feel you have the opportunity to learn. And I have also outlined that, okay, for time book, let me say this. I want to say everything, then I'll listen to you, then we close. There's something I want to show everybody, then we close. I will make sure that any day you come here, you learn something. You learn something. The issue of time book, we have two sets of students here. We have regular students and executive students. Executive students pay double of what regular students pay. So if WEP is 80, they pay 160. So when they come, even if I'm teaching regular students, when they come, I'll stop the class and teach them. And they buy food for me in the class. So that's executive students. Then for regular students, we have a specific time. I complained recently that the challenge is if all of you started the same day, it would have really helped you. But this man started earlier. This one came yesterday or some days ago, and like that. So imagine only one brain. How will I be dividing and move? And what did I do? Say, okay, people that came earlier, try to help these ones. But I will still be introducing new things. And you that came late, if I introduce something, don't think, oh no, I will not learn. Because if you don't learn that time, you only come and learn from some other person. So for time, I was saying regular students, your official resumption time is 9 o'clock and not 1, not 12. If there's any reason why you have to stay behind, this is the implication. 1, you miss a class. You miss a class. Not that I want you to miss, but you miss a class. Secondly, if there's any reason why you should stay behind, you should also call someone, oh, I'm coming by this time. And please, we are not going to make it like as if you are under law, but try to restrict. Know that maybe when you come, you just make up your mind, I came to code, I came to do this, and try to use the time well. Don't come and sign in and go to a counter and stay there. When it's 2 o'clock, you now come and sign out. The implication of that is that if you leave, anything happens here and the court will bring time. It has happened before in my former work where I used to work. So to me, I don't think that would be a safe space. If you sign in and you know you are going far and it will take you 30 minutes outside this place, please sign out. And I will communicate that to my colleague. It will take you 30 minutes outside, sign out. When you are coming in, sign in again. Let it not seem as if you came by 9, you go to somewhere. When you come back by 4, you now sign. And when the day of judgment comes, it will now seem as if you came and signed from 9 to anybody that stays in the tech environment, maybe spends a specific amount of time doing something in the tech environment. At the end, the difference will be clear. So please, when you sign in, just know that you are in. We will not restrict, we will not be able to tell you you must do this, but make good use of your time, knowing that when your day ends, you don't go. And I have also recently, I think, instead of teaching every day, I've made some videos available. Now, the reason for that video is not that I will not be teaching. One is for you to also listen to others, how they are teaching, and also to get views. Because I'm not training you to be like me, I'm training you to become a good developer. You mustn't be like me. I have my own passions. There are things I do passionately, and there are some things I do because I'm paid to do it. So lay hands, read books. There's one thing about PhD and a program in general. There's no video. I've not seen any video yet that will be as detailed as books. But books are boring. Read them. Get inputs from different sources. Do something until when anytime I look at the screen and I see one day second was he did something, I said, how do we do this? It's what I've not done before. It's not that I cannot do it, but I get challenged when my students do something that I have not done before. But if you are just waiting for what Gibson will teach you, I don't think you are doing well. So I think I've said so many things. And if there's anything someone has to say, I said that by the end of this week, I'm going to release a checklist. That checklist, like for PHP now, I will outline the topics and the exercises you are supposed to do. Yeah, I'll make it available online. I will print it out, and you try and make sure that anyone that you've not done justice to, you do it. If it is on my part for me to show you, handle me. I will show you. It's just like a standard curriculum that you are supposed to go through while you stay in this place. So you check and be sure that everything there is written, so that when you leave, and once that thing is everything there is completed, if I can complete everything, me I don't finish with you. It's just a little project. I don't know if there's any question or if there's any input. No.
So, thank you for this. Is there anything else I'm not trying to do?
Say it.
I think I can and outside I'm not happy. I noticed.
Why are you not
I'm
happy?
not noticed. I'm not happy with Maxfront.
Why?
I'm not happy with Maxfront. Because when I came to this place, I knew what I wanted. And when I came, I just said so much to me. And as a father and a mentor, I seem to have had work and work into it. So
Okay, yes.
it's like all that this is just about for me is just me.
Okay.
That's what I noticed.
You are alive. Oh.
And
You are alive.
so again, when I came, he showed me I went to the because I told him I wanted to go to something.
Okay.
And so I had passion for it. I was in school. Never had even the knowledge, but that's what I did. He said it would man it. I tried balloon and he said no, it's just like I said, okay, no problem. Would you permit me to play like instrumental? He said the only thing the person is coming to it. I repeated, and he allowed us to play 50.
Okay. Moses,
And when I
take
came
my
to this
charger.
he told me that the tutors we have here, they are so amazing. I never knew it was just, I never knew. He said, when I passed, I saw people in there, and I was like, okay, at least we have like 3 to 4, 5 like, people to teach. I never knew it was just started, and I noticed I was, at first, I did not even know that what I was doing is not even suffering. And if you ask him, which I'm sure she has told you, I've been complaining over time. That what I'm being told is not what I pay for. Somehow I communicate with my colleagues, they pay less and we're doing the same thing. Nobody does that and nobody will be happy. If you go to the market and say, I need money, the person tells you 500, you don't want to because the person has 500. Not that one should stop, you get there, it's very important. You have gotten to like it, but it's part of the thing I came paying for. It's not, I've not gotten it. And it's so annoying. So annoying. You got somebody that the person should just take me on the net and see. What would that do? I have a knowledge of what the software engineering entails. I know those things that I'm supposed to be about. And it's like somebody is just trying to play on somebody, which I can't even explain. I can't, because if I walk up to him and say things, if you remember, I said I'm insulting him. Most times, when they say they wanted that, be communicative. So most times I tell them all these things. On that side, I don't have any issue with this on that field
Mention the
because
one you have issue with me.
I want coming because you like you said have a need. You cannot go beyond what you should do. And I don't know, like the last time last week I had internet, I suggested can some other person do whatever you play of God, you say they are working, you said your master of work, you said so many things. Outside that, I came to you the other time and I confided in you because I had issue. Okay, my greatest surprise, I passed on them and I heard you guys discussing on that issue. So I was not involved and I confided in you and I expected that into that. Just telling me because I never saw it because I heard the things he said. And me and then I thought it was so unpleasing to hear. Because when I came to you, I told you that this guy you should have moved. And that day you guys were busy laughing about that thing. It's something I confided in my boss. It turned out that way. I was saying so many things. I heard everything. I heard everything. I was not happy. You shouldn't have told him because telling him doesn't mean he's going to give me that money to go and get the domain.
Okay.
And I called him because later on that day he called me and said, well, I thought it was that thing he wanted to do. So he now started telling me about me. I should tell my parents to come and pay me. Okay, pay money, but I'm not even given what I came to pay for. Yes, I'm not paying all of it. Of course, I'll pay. I can't leave it without paying that amount of money that I was asking. But still, I've not been taught what I came to get.
You've said two things. Because it seems you are going back to the former one. The issue you have with me and the one you have with the management. That's what I've gotten so.
Yes, and then another thing is that I'm this person that I don't believe you need to be working together with other people, which you are aware of that is sometimes you're going to be down. I said that all these guys that were here, nobody, I don't know if I'm speaking their mind. 90% of the students in Maxfront I'm not speaking for anybody. Okay. One of the things is that this place is getting boring. Let me just put it down. This place is getting boring. If you notice, in just few minutes that most of us become just 10 hours. But before you try to work now, can't even find yourself there. Maybe because something is wrong with the company. Somebody will say it's because the students are lazy, this one is lazy, this one. I communicate and we get to find out that things that are wrong. Okay, now these systems that we're using in this place, look at the system further. For so long time, I complained to you that most of the system is not working. I don't know if that's not my job, Sha. I complained to you and you said you do it, and today look at. I think we have just 3 or 4 systems that is working in this place. It's like the place is not working. I don't know what the company will describe out it.
Finish. Or maybe some will come later. I want everybody to say everything. We are here to move forward. It's not for quarrels. Because like what he's trying to say, if at the end of the time, your period, the Maxfront say go, you'll not be happy. When they tell you what will happen,
No.
you will not go.
I'm sorry, I have just 1 month.
So when you hold on now, you are true. If there's anything now that it's still there, say it so that we'll see how we sort it. I will respond to everything you say. I don't know. Does any other person have something? I want to respond to all at once before we call it a day.
Sorry, I know personally, I used to download stuff in this.
You almost forgot that one. The internet.
Yes. Because there was a time you guys had meeting and you came up with that vaccination. No, I don't even know that. Somehow, I can't.
That okay. Wait, let me get you. that I said students should pay to 2,000. I suggested direct to accountant. That's not true. Before I even said anything, I was called. There was a time something happened, and it's not that I'm responding, but let me just another one you said. And he called me and he said, "We are not generating money. This internet is like, what should we do?" I think I'm of the opinion that students should start paying 2,000. I asked, "Sir, did they not pay school fee?" He said, "No, but they are using our resources." I said, "If it was not discussed at the initial stage, let it not be brought up." So the idea did not come from me, it came from my boss. And I even countered it and I said, he said I should discuss it with these people. And when he said I should discuss, I said, "Please, and maybe when we have a meeting, you mention that and up to today, because to me, I've not really seen how that will fly. Up to today, he has not mentioned it. Now, the issue, I'm just responding to it, the issue of disconnecting internet, that one was my personal opinion. I did not disconnect internet because he did not pay. I disconnected internet because one, I discovered it had been a major distraction, which we are still going to discuss on it. Most times you come and you stay on the internet. Sometimes you may be downloading on the background. The screen is as if you are coding. That was one of the reasons. One, when I disconnected, I spoke to everybody. I said, I'm going to see, I'm a very strategic person. I'm going to disconnect this for 1 week to see how your response will be. And you won't tell me lies. That 1 week we learned. Even though some of you did not find it funny that I disconnected it. Even me, I wasn't, I knew it was difficult for you. And I now said, if anybody has anything that requires internet, what should you do? Tell me, and I will give a cable to connect. Just that when I send in one cable, that one will not come back again. Like that, up to now, we have almost that. Is there no internet? Is there no internet there? But to me, I had collected cables. So the reason that one, the issue of disconnecting, it is after I had disconnected it that I now told the management that I have disconnected students for a period of time. He said no problem. And that disconnection gave me issue because my colleague, though she's not here again, did I go into that lab? I think I only took cables here, but I got a report that I altered my colleague's laptop there and it wasn't work. That she had to even approach me before my boss and said I'm wicked, that I claimed to be a pastor. I came to touch the system and it was not browsing again. I didn't know anything. The only thing I discovered that the system needed updates. So when the issue was resolved and I updated it, or I said run update on your system, it started browsing. So me that was wicked and busy, we became best of friends. So the issue of internet payments was from the GM. Disconnection was from me. Payments, when he raised it, I said if it should come on, let it be maybe any subsequent second. That was what I said. But disconnection is still within my power to bring back the cable. And one, it was because we were not focused. Secondly, you had started downloading, please, and I'm saying it. If there's any need for you to download anything apart from the packages we are using, please always let me know. So that there are things we are not running, see the operating system here, it's connected to the server. It's more or less like we are running a server OS. There are some applications you install and you have issues, even on the software we are using. And you've noticed, like if people complain today, you say one is not working, browser is not working, but I've been using this Mac since I've not had that issue. So if you have to download anything into the system, let me know. At least. Or don't even download. I don't need to know what, but don't download. Don't download. If it's your personal system and you have access to internet, you can get it. So the second thing was that you downloaded unwanted things. And the third reason why I got the cable was that my GM had been complaining. I had to do that for him to see. He had been complaining that Gibson, what are your students doing with system? He's dragging, he's doing with internet. I wanted to show him that it is not the students. There was a time I disconnected everything here and the network was still dragging. Sometimes I stay in that office, I use my own network. And as a developer, you should not be depending on the company's network. It's not a right. I said it earlier. It's not a right. We are only privileged. Go to e-library there. They are also raising developers. They don't have free internet. You subscribe their own internet. E-library. So the issue of the system, I did not suggest the money you pay. My own is certain. My salary comes. The money you pay gets to management. It's not that if I say they should pay 2,000, that the money will come to my pocket. So I wasn't the one that I was even the one that counted that idea. And that is why up to now it has not come up. Ask my colleague Umwana. I think we were 3 in that meeting, myself, Chiema, Umwana. So the issue of internet, I didn't bring up the money issue, but I was the one that disconnected the cable. It's still within my custody. So that one is done. Is there anybody before I respond to other things you wanted to accept? Okay, that's your own question.
Like students, we don't really have much report. It gets pressure from you and that to go and work, it arises. Even if they are employed full time, there is no tensions or no need to do. So,
which software is that? Is it Figma? What's the name? Huh?
Design Evil.
Evil.
Design Evil. EVO.
I thought it's evil. It's fine.
I'm trying to use
Figma.
No, on this Evil.
Okay. So your own is still on the staffing.
yes.
Okay. Okay, you get anything to talk? Okay. That the last one. Okay. Yes. Guys. You pay your seniors. These are seniors that want to run away now. What will you? It's okay. I think that's all. I mean, you don't have anything to say. You that went. No, if you talk, things will change. That's all. What is it you have to say? That means you don't have anything bothering you. What is it?
I can't say because it's not going to change. You just let it be.
Since you know it's not going to change, no wahala.
Just like not else votes. Because your vote will not count. Just feel the vote will not count.
This one, this one is a real item. This one has been different.
So, fine, Israel. Let me begin. You talked of letting you know your outline. When you came, okay, I think that will answer the other questions Josiah asked. You said, sir, why is it only me? Now, I want you to understand. Let me begin with that one. I want you to, all of you, to understand that this place is a startup thing. Startup in the sense that Maxfront, they opened here. Maxfront Lagos, they don't do training. They're into software development and integration. Yes, they don't train. There's no academy there. So when they maybe they will be teaching. When they say when told who? told me, you, Copper, me, the day I came for interview, they told me that the CEO would do interview with me on the screen. I looked up and checked. I didn't see it. But all of those things are possible. All of those things are possible.
Yeah, they are possible.
So don't doubt anything. We have.
Nobody is looking at it. What is
That's
it?
the
Just say
I told you to talk.
all
You
these
didn't
things you are
talk.
saying is possible.
Now,
We are not making active efforts.
that's why we are. When this meeting came up, I said I want us to see how we can change things. To change.
Okay, sir, now me I'll talk. Okay, first, no, seriously, first. Say this internet it doesn't mean that we are not supposed to use privilege. Just see that privilege, but not use the privilege.
That one I will attend. I think I've attended to internet.
No,
Has anybody stopped you from using internet?
It was
You are the highest user of internet the last time I checked.
you.
You. So I don't know what you are complaining.
Sir, you said
If anybody should complain,
I'm not complaining. I would have complained.
you should even be telling us, thank you for giving us
The
internet.
day you remove internet, that you be complain. If anybody hear me complain.
But I gave my reason for removing the
Even,
internet.
even I know I did not you not hear me argue with you. When the day you brought it back, I did not that day I saw Ubiyet and Josh using it. I did not put it. But that day that I said, okay, that's not my system. That's actually how Gary came.
Okay.
2 days after that day, I didn't use. I'm using my own hotspot on my phone. But now
Using hotspot now
no, as in that time I was using my own hotspot.
with our laptop. I mean desktop.
Then
Okay,
USB battery.
Okay.
So me, one question, your team was it's a privilege. And now that's my own question now. Since it's a privilege, is it that you're supposed to just see it as a privilege and not use it? Or use the privilege?
Why I brought the
Because
issue,
sometimes it's a very bad thing and you use the internet.
listen now. Why I brought the issue privilege. That your color doesn't match. Those three colors.
I know.
Why I brought the issue of privilege. When this internet, the first that I raised this issue Israel is coming. These people almost fought me in this place. When I said don't use internet, Israel asked me, so why shouldn't we be using internet? The thing came up. It was like a fight, as if I was even the one that raised the issue. But now I don't want every day I will be called. Gibson, your students are not doing it. You know, most times when you develop fine websites like that, they will think you are online. If maybe my GM pass and see your website, you will think you are online. Like that. I told him, sir, these people are doing their projects. It's not, and they will keep complaining and complaining and complaining. So I now said, okay, let me begin to see how to handle this. Now, internet came because of if you look at the CEO, the owner of this place, the mindset the CEO has for this place is great, very good, and we are not losing our hope. Our expectations are not cut off. And one of the best we can do is to sit down and talk like this. And after that, he will also have his own input. The issue, okay, that one was just by the way. So let me go back. The place is a startup place. When the CEO visited, I think few weeks last month, he said something, which I'm going. He said he told me that he introduced the concept of ad hoc staff to handle any course. Is a more tech person. But I told him, apart from knowing everything, I cannot handle everything. There will come a time I will not be handling with again in this place. And I'm already shifting out gradually because there's another aspect I want to unlock. Every company, every organization, that one is fine, has their own is that they count so much, listen to me, they count so much on their products than the one outside. So the fear of employing liabilities has been one of the reasons for not bringing much staff. Secondly, the cost of maintaining one staff. Maxfront pays very well. Maxfront pays very well. And bringing staff when there are no trainees on that aspect, that's another way. Thirdly, you should see it as an opportunity for you to go. See, when I came, since you people want to hear something, after the interview, my boss is my boss. I will defend him very well. But I have to also tell you that personally I wasn't happy. The day I resumed to job here, I had two offers. Pay was the same, but because of how promising the place was, internet, AC, car, incentive, and other things that will come. Some of them are coming, and some are not coming. So I choose to settle here. Yes, instead of office car, we have office car now. Just that I don't go out. You don't know. No, it's not. To where? Look at this man. You see this man. So I was told when I came, when we were not interviewed by Maxfront, we were interviewed by a recruitment agency, not Lagos. You know, you hear skippers. We were about, he said about 120, and they kept reducing to 20. They sent 12 to Maxfront. Maxfront reduced to 3. We were 3. I was the only third person. Wana and Daniel. Daniel is gone. And I was even happy. I thought out of these 3 that they were all 3 tech guys. When they employed me, I told the condition that if the salary will be less than this amount, don't employ me. Don't send me. I also asked them, what will I be doing? What do you want me? Is it a school? Is it a software company? If it's a software company, I know I'm going into software. If it's a school, what will I be teaching? I knew I can. They said, what can't you teach? I said that even if I can teach, since I can teach everything, doesn't mean you come and make me to be teaching everything. So he said, don't worry, they sent me. So I think I'm going to a stage in my life, I said, I'm just going to teach only web development. And that web development, I'm not even teaching everything. And I'm going to be teaching back end. That was where I landed before I came here. That was my true position before I came here. Back end. So when I came, they told me about Maxfront. And the academy is a well standard academy and facilities that in the next few minutes I will speak with the CEO. I carried my face. That one, the office, James' office was where I'm saying that. There was nothing I looked like a camera. I said, the places are networked, suitable, so you don't have like what I'm doing now. Lagos is same it. Well, I almost believed, but I stepped out and checked. But don't worry. At the end, we did not even do WhatsApp video call. It was phone call like this we did with CEO. Though we spoke with each of us for about 20 minutes. That one passed, and they told me that okay, and they are running academy. On the academy, I saw the outline. I saw the flyer, which all of you have seen. Okay, I said I had 2 opportunities. I had 3. The week I came to, I will explain if it's necessary. So, sure, you connected UPS to these people. So, when I came, I asked them, so what will I be doing? They started explaining. To be very candid, I didn't understand much for the first 2-3 days. We had series of orientation. I didn't really understand. So, I stayed. At the end, they now told me they have academy. So me, when I thought they used to do software development. I said, I saw software lab. I was settled for software. When they told me they had academy and that there's a staff already, if people knew or didn't know that Diamond was a training staff here before I came. They did not know. Usually did not know. So that they are sending me to come and work with her. That was the first step, work with her to see I shall be handling other packages. I said, fine. Well, what will I be handling? Where is the curriculum? Because when you talk of teaching, you need to have a curriculum. You don't just wake up and teach like that. Where is it? I said, don't worry, everything is in Lagos. They will send it to me. They will send it to me. I was happy. I was so happy. But to my greatest surprise, Okay, they gave me that outline and they said I should teach according to the outline. I am a computer person by God's grace. I got, apart from when I got admission into it to study computer science, I've been doing computer since 2003, like doing it. And I've trained people. So when I saw the outline, I said, how are you mixing carrying beans to mix with soup and like that? This thing doesn't fly at all. My boss told me, I'm sharing, see, why I'm telling you all of you this is because you are the first set of students and that you are responsible to whatever Maxfront it will become to some extent. And that when we go there, we see the failed members. And you know that the academy, in a nutshell, that I will still explain that the academy is solely on my head now. Get that before you crucify Maxfront. This academy is on my head. Yeah, so let's continue. So I saw it. I said, sir, how do we fly with something like this? And the cost. If I tell you I do not like looking at that thing. Sir, we need to change this thing. At least to compare it to what is obtainable. He said no, that about 5 experts stayed to come up with that outline, and it took them like 2 weeks. I couldn't argue and left. But it was difficult for me. If I don't know if we can have a copy of it. How would someone be doing programming, software engineering, and now you are going to do ACO? Things like mixing things up like that. I said, sir, not. He told me I can only add, or I shouldn't subtract, something like that. So when I spoke with the CEO, he asked me if I do textile development. C sharp. I said, sir, everything you ask, I have been doing C sharp. I've been doing well. Before I came here, I was doing digital marketing. That if I need to focus on C sharp, you give me a time to do a refresher course. You said, how long will it take? 6 weeks. Then on that there will be some other person to handle it. So he said, which one will you begin with? I said, well, that was the agreement I had with the CEO. Hoping that when I begin, there will be someone to come either take C sharp and then I continue with it, or someone take it and continue. So I complained, I told him, sir, but the outline is not. They said, you can review. Here, they said I shouldn't subtract. You can review it, curtail it to suit what you need. Content now, I asked for content. They said, my GU said there has been on the, he was active regional director, no doubt, maybe on marketing. That's only if you did computer science. And he can be talking, you were here when you get presenting. Integrate, do this. So you can tell you the story. So we all know him. We all know him. He's a great man. So when I asked for the content, he said that there are over 3,000 contents available on the server. And let me tell you, here in Maxfront, we have contents like things you can on everything. But I told him one thing, sir, this content, IT, the way IT is running is fast that this content may not be relevant. He didn't answer the question. I couldn't use those contents. I could not because I just like my system now. I download things from different places. So it's not that it's a well arranged. Even at that, I still need to sit down and draw out the model. So I came up with something. Someone came for productivity. Said I should teach. Excuse me, how would someone be teaching primary 1 and also teaching year 3? Like one lecturer. It was a serious issue. I had an assistant. When I came, there were people that did Microsoft work and they said they have finished productivity suite and they were about starting it. But when I discovered that these people cannot create folder in the computer, I said, no, I cannot take this kind of person. I was even advising they should start the productivity, but I couldn't push the blame on. the instructor. I also explained my thing myself. He said I have someone to work with that. The way I'm looking at the academy, this is not what I expect. So that's why the now language kind function undergo training. You were that it wasn't easy training your colleague. Sometimes if you give her assignments, you will not do and you will not go and fight her. And one thing about exercise, if you are not doing it, you will not learn when it has to do with programming. So to our base, she had learned. So we couldn't use her. And now it resulted that I'm the only person. I have led complaints. I've led complaints about staffing. But the truth is that if I want to bring someone now, let me bring. That one, there's no issue about that. This was our own case on software engineering. I spoke with you. I don't know. You did computer science. Mhm. You also did ICT. Now there is no. I said what I explained to you the first day was that there is no programming language called software engineering. Software engineering is a principle. There are principles. It said using engineering, there are principles that are used to build engineered software. That is what I was taught. Any institution you go to learn software engineering, what they will do is they will teach you what software engineering is. They will teach you software development life cycle. That's part of software engineering, which the phases, different phases a software must pass through before it becomes. And in one of the phases, like coding, that's in coding and implementation, that's when they will now pick up a language. Some of them use any language in C family. Can be Java, can be C#, can be C++. And